Hi and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to test a front load washer door interlock switch. I'm also going to include a practical example where I was testing the one for a defy, and I'm also going to show you how to test various brands from different manufacturers. Hi guys, this is Franchise of Electronic Services. Today I wanted to show you a simple test how to test these door interlock switches. So these are the door interlock switches. This is the faulty one and this is the one that is okay. So it's for a defy. This is the defy. So I'm just going to show you quickly how you can quickly do a test. It's not a conclusive test, but it's a quick test that you can just test with your meter. It only takes a few seconds even. So let's get on to it. Okay, so this is the switch. This is the switch. I've got a working one and this is a faulty one. If there is no other problem, then changing the switch should fix it. So this is how you can test these things. So you can put your meter here on, I usually put mine on diode mode. So watch the meter, this is diode, this is a buzzer mode. So I'm gonna change it to diode mode. So this diode mode, it won't buzz, but it's gonna show some kind of voltage drop. So let's start with the faulty one. What happens here, there is a little thermocouple, whereby when this switch is supplied with some current, it's gonna heat up, and when it heats up, the bimetallic strip or metal inside, when it feels temperature, it's gonna deform such that it makes contact, and then when it goes cold, it will revert back to the open position. So it works like a bimetallic strip inside. So you have to measure the element. Usually, in my experience, the element, it depends on the switch, whether it's Samsung or Defy or whichever, but its basic principle just could be a different pinout. You can look at this one, it's written 231. On a Samsung, I'm going to show you a different switch. The numbering will be different, which means the pinout will be different. So let's test this one. This is the faulty one. We zoom in, watch the meter, test my props first. Right. So check on this one. On one of the pins, I should get some kind of diode drop. Usually, in my experience, it's somewhere around between 0.6 and 0.9. Usually, for most switches. But anything within that range usually could be normal still. So this is it. I'm testing here, nothing. And then on this pin, we also have got nothing here. You see, nothing, and going to the other, these two pins again, I haven't tested them. There is nothing. So let's take this one aside and put this one here. So if you put it here, you can see something here. I'm gonna measure. What's that? That's 0.78. Yeah, 0.78, almost 0.8 diode drop. And then on this pin, there won't be any contact on this pin. There won't be any contact. So this is it. And then moving on to here, there is nothing still. But on these pins, then you have some bit of contact. So here on these pins, that's where the element is, and then it switches this one here. So that's how you can just quickly test. Let me do it again. On this one, you can see a diode drop. Can you see it? 0.8. And then on the faulty one, you can see there is nothing here. Nothing. So that's how you can quickly test. What I can do is let me just get another different switch, maybe from a Samsung or whatever. You're gonna see the same trend. Let me pause the video and quickly go and get another switch. This is the switch that you're gonna put on this one. So let me get another switch that you can just quickly test. Okay, so I'm back again. I've brought other switches, different shape, different design. these ones are defy, and then this one I think is LG. This one is Whirlpool, but they all have got 3 connectors. You can see there, 3 connectors. Most of them. There are some with 4, but most of them have got 3. So that's it. You see, this one's got 3. And also the other thing that you must check is the numbering, because the pinout will be different for each. See, this one is 543, and this one it's 132. Then this one for the defy is also 132. So this one looks like it has got the same 231, and then this one will be, yeah, they are both 231s, these ones, so you can see. So maybe the pinout could be the same, but you still have to test. The key point is to test where the element is. If you can get where the element is, then you can adjust your pins, you see. So let's test these ones again. Let's test these ones. Okay, so let me put this one here, and then we can continue with the video. So let's check the meter there. It's just prop test. Okay, my props are fine. So I can put my meter lead here, and the other one here, there is nothing, and then here there is nothing, and then when I put here, okay, maybe there is a fault. Let's check the other one, because you remember I'm just getting them from a scrap pile. So, you can see this one, it's saying 0.561, and then here there is nothing, 0.561. So this one works almost exactly like this one. If you can, let me put the working one here and compare, so that you can maybe see. You can see here, just different readings, but similar function. Check this one here, and then here there should be nothing, and here there should be nothing. So I think probably this one might be faulty, or it's my props. Let me test it again. Sometimes you need to double check your work. Okay, nothing, and nothing. Okay, so on this one looks like there's nothing. Let me just get another one so that we continue with this test and see with the test several different types of switches, so that you get a hang of it. Okay, so I've managed to get another switch. It's the same switch. Remember the first one we tested it and it was fine. So I've bought another one which is faulty. I've tested it before I started the video. So this one is the working one. Which one? Let's see. Oh, it's not this one. Okay, let's check this one. Okay, so what we've done is we have swapped out these switches. So remember, but when you buy it straight from the shop, it comes as a whole assembly. So this is just for demonstration's sake. So this is the working one that we've put on the original housing, because we just had it lying around as is. So here are the pins that I was saying should be around 0.789 or so there, depending on the switch. You see, so on this one, this is the fault one. After accepted, I've opened it already, and I'm supposed to get that reading here across this, and I am not getting that reading here. So if I'm not getting it here, then this means this is the element that is faulty, this little thing. Or maybe it's not faulty, it's just dirty, because now I've just removed, I'm checking the underside of it. Just have a look. Have a look. It doesn't look nice, it looks dirty. Oh, my camera is bad. Look at it, and look at where it was sitting. All that rust there, you can see that rust. So that's why this one wasn't working, because there wasn't contact across this. I bet though, if I scratch it, maybe I might be able to have a reading, possibly. Let me just scratch it and see. Could be the dirt. So let me just scratch it, try and see if there's a reading. Yeah, I think it's fault. I'm getting a reading, but it's not a convincing reading. 1 point is rather high. Remember before it wasn't reading at all, but now I'm scratching it here and I'm getting some kind of a reading from underneath and at the top like this. So anyway, it's faulty and we've changed it. So what you can do now is reassemble and test. So this is the machine here that we're fixing. So let me continue with it and plug and test. Hold on. Okay, so now I'm just, it doesn't take long to reassemble, just need to plug in the connector there, open here and slide it underneath. It's gonna hook, gonna see it protruding there, little black thing protruding, you see it there. And then after doing that, you just need to put some few screws, 2 screws actually. So let me put the screws right there are the screws, and there is another one at the bottom. So now with the screws put, we can test. I can just close it and turn the knob onto spin. So you see it's on there, I've put it on spin. So I'm gonna power it on and see. It should work if everything is fine. Yeah, I hear the lock. I can hear the pump, I think it's fine. I can hear the pump. Watch the drain, or watch the drum is turning. The drum is turning. So safe to say that it's fixed. I'm gonna make another video, part 2, because there are 2 different kind of switches. They're not all the same. This one that I was demonstrating here is the particular one with the thermostat, which inside all of them, let me show you, on the inside they will have a little thermostat like this sitting there, and they will also have several things like this. So the basic mechanism is the element, which is the circular thing there, and then you have some contacts. So this metal has got a spring. Let me show you the mechanism. You can see here when I flip here, you see this, let me show you. You see this spring. When this metal gets hot, the spring moves. It moves, and as it moves, it closes and opens. So that's how this door lock works. So this particular, I'm gonna make part 2 of a different kind of switch, which is a bit different. So this one on the LGs, the older ones especially, they're the ones that use this kind of switch, like this. These ones are LG. This one was Samsung. The housing was Samsung, and then this one is a defy. So I'm gonna make a part 2 because they are a bit different. Others use a coil. They don't use an element. They use a coil, like a relay, like how a relay works. So the other ones, they use that kind of system. So I'm gonna make videos of that and see how it goes. Thanks guys for watching. So as you can see, it's still spinning already. It's still spinning. So that was the fault, so it's sorted like this.